Hello, everybody. Today we're going to work on rhythm. Okay? Rhythm is important because rhythm helps pronunciation. Rhythm and pronunciation are together. Okay? And if you understand pronunciation, you can understand listening. Most of my students tell me their biggest problem is listening. Well, listening is often fixed by pronunciation because if you can hear something correctly, the way it's supposed to be said, if you know how it's supposed to be said, you can hear it. Okay? Anyway, rhythm is important. Okay? So let me explain rhythm in the way I like to think about it. So I made this sheet called Rhythm in English. Not every word has the same strength in English. Okay? So I put it as this section is normal stress. What has normal stress? Nouns, verbs, adjectives, and adverbs. Okay? Here are examples. All of these words have information. Okay? So I have a sentence right here. It says, let me put it higher. Okay, here's a sentence I wrote. Now, if I only talk about the nouns and verbs and adjectives and adverbs, so this is a verb, noun, noun. If I only say these words, go store, buy eggs, milk, anybody can understand. It's very easy. Go store, buy eggs, milk. Okay? These words have the most information in the sentence. Okay? So when you say them, you should give them a normal amount of stress or strength. Okay? Now we have the next category, which is no stress or cut. Before I talk about this, I want to talk about emphasis. I said earlier that some sounds, earlier in other videos, that some sounds are emphasized, right? There are three ways to emphasize, okay? You can say it louder. So you can say, I like dogs. It's louder. I like dogs. Okay, that's emphasizing. Another way is to make it longer. I like dogs. That's another way to emphasize. The third way to emphasize is to take a little break. I like dogs. If you take a little break, it gives more importance to the next word. Now, for this section, you want to do the opposite of that. Okay? You want to say it short, not long. You want to say it soft, not loud. And sometimes, instead of taking a break, you kind of cut the word a little bit. Okay? So, for these type of words, they're prepositions, conjunctions, and articles. Of course, here are examples. So in the example sentence, number one example sentence, to is a preposition, the is an article, preposition, and conjunction. So I put this little curve line to kind of show that these are not as important. Like I said, the verbs, nouns, adverbs, and adjectives are important information. They are underlined. Okay? So we have this phrase, right? To the store. Now, some students will read it just like that, to the store. They want to make every word sound crisp and clear. They over enunciate. This has problems later, but for now, I want to talk about how just unnatural it sounds. To the store does not sound natural. So what happens if you make it faster? Just these words. Remember, this is normal. So we say, to the store, to the store. Okay, that's better, but not good. Now, let's cut the, instead of the, we say the. And finally, let's make it softer. To the store, to the store, to the store. That's natural. Okay? So in a way, we don't think of 3 words, to the store. We think of one phrase, to the store, to the store, almost like it's one word. Okay? Here's another example. To buy eggs. If you say fast, to buy eggs, it doesn't work. But if you say it softer and quick, and this is slow, it's to buy eggs. Now, I didn't say to buy eggs. I said to buy eggs. That's cutting the word a little bit. Okay? This is why many people have problem hearing, because some of the words we cut. Okay? So we don't say to buy eggs. We say to buy eggs. To the store to buy eggs. You notice I stopped a little bit here because this is important. It's an important word. To the store to buy eggs. I can say it quickly. To the store to buy eggs. The rhythm is still there. Okay? And milk. And milk. I don't say and milk. I say and milk. One reason the D is cut, if you remember from the other lessons, D is like T. It's the same mouth shape. And T after N, the T is cut. In the same way, the D is cut. And milk. That's why we say rock and roll and mac and cheese, right? We don't say rock and roll or mac and cheese. We say rock and roll, mac and cheese, and milk. To the store to buy eggs and milk. Okay? You might want to practice phrases like that. So I stop after the important words. Not every important word. Buy eggs is together. To buy eggs. I don't say to buy eggs. I just say to buy eggs. All right? Now, rhythm, this is the way I like to speak. Some people want to connect store into or go into. Maybe that's okay. But I'm teaching you my style. Okay? Now we have the third category. Sometimes stress. Okay? These are pronouns and auxiliary verbs. Again, here are our examples. Now, pronouns are nouns, but they're not as strong as normal nouns. Okay? Auxiliary verbs are verbs, but they're not as strong as normal verbs. Okay? Excuse me. So here, I is a pronoun and will is an auxiliary verb. I put a dotted line and a dotted curve because you can say it any way you want. You can say all 3 strong. I will go. I will go. Or you can say I will go. I will go. Or I will go. I will go. Or I will go. All right? All of those work. Though many times people like to say the first word strongly. So together, this whole sentence is, I will go to the store to buy eggs and milk. So not I will go to the store to buy eggs and milk. I will go to the store to buy eggs and milk. There are clear stops after each one. Now, why did I say this is kind of important? So sometimes I notice when my students are given a speech or reading a story, they can say words, but then they have to stop to take a breath. And what happens is if they don't think about phrases, they will stop in the middle of a phrase. I will go to the store to buy eggs and milk. This is a bad place to take a break. It's better to take a break here or here. I will go to the store to buy eggs and milk. Hear that? The communication is much better than I will go to the store to buy eggs and milk. Yeah, you can understand, but I will go to the store to buy eggs and milk is much better. Okay? So it's better to take breaks after phrases instead of in between phrases. I will go to the store sounds strange. I will go to the store to buy eggs and milk. All right? Here is another sentence. My name is Gary Smith. I'm from the head office. So My name is Gary Smith. So first I need to talk about some extra points. There are other stressed words, okay? Not just these. Proper nouns are stressed. Actually, they are stressed the most. So Tommy, Yokohama, Microsoft. Interjections are also stressed. Wow, hey, yo, hello. And finally, phrasal verbs. We're going to talk about phrasal verbs later, but pick up. Now, phrasal verbs have a verb and a preposition. So up is a preposition. I said earlier, prepositions have no stress or we cut them. Take a piece. But with pick up is one verb. It's one phrasal verb. So we don't say pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. We say pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Okay? Because pick up, even though up is a preposition, pick up is one verb. Okay? Pick up the phone, not pick up the phone. You hear the difference? All right. So, in this sentence, my name is Gary Smith. Gary Smith is the most important thing you should say. Okay? So it's, my name is Gary Smith. Name is also a noun. Is and my are softer, but not soft. Okay? Is auxiliary verb, and then my is a pronoun. Okay? My name is Gary Smith. Okay? Or my name is Gary Smith. That's another way to say it. Now, here's some problem that I hear as I teach here, especially for kids in junior high school or something like that. Many people say, my name is Tanaka. They will say this very slowly, and they would say their name very quickly. My name is Hiroshi Tanaka. Now, that's the opposite of what you should do. Your name should be the slowest. And they do it because, English for them, they're afraid or they're nervous, so they say it slowly, but their name they can pronounce easily, so they say it very quickly. Another problem is sometimes the way it is taught in school is kind of funny. So I know many teachers will teach this phrase in junior high school or elementary school to a big class of people. So to a big class, you have to speak loudly and slowly because they are young students. And since this is different for every person, the teacher will go in front of the class and say, everybody, repeat after me. My name is... So name is the most strongest word out of my name is. So they say, my name is... And then all the students, my name is... And then they say their name very quickly. My name is Hiroshi Tanaka. My name is... So honestly, it should be, my name is Gary Smith. Or for a Japanese person, my name is Hiroshi Tanaka. Or my name is Hiroshi Tanaka. Especially if you travel overseas, Japanese names might be more difficult to understand. So the slower you say the name, the better it is for people to understand it. Okay? From, preposition, the, article. So not from the head office, it's from the head office. From the head office. Okay? I'm from the head office. Okay? Let's do the next one. I live in a small green building by a music store. Live, verb, adjective, noun. Noun and noun, but in this case, adjective, noun. In, preposition, article. By, preposition, article. In a small green building by a music store. Okay? Here's another one. Now, the rest of this sheet doesn't have lines or curves because I kind of made it that way so my students can write it their own way. My is pronoun, or is it pronoun? I'm not sure. Favorite is a stronger word. Ice cream is strong. Is not so strong. Cookies is strong and is not. Strong, not strong, very strong. My favorite ice cream is cookies and cream from Baskin Robbins. Is cookies and cream. Da 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 da. From Baskin Robbins. You know, I forgot to talk about kind of the drum rhythm. Let me go back. To the store is da da da. If I do it fast, to the store, da da da. But it's best to do soft, right? Soft and fast. To the store, to the pa, to the pa. It's kind of like jazz. And honestly, when I teach jazz to my music students in the past, when I taught, I would teach them this lesson as well, because jazz is based off of spoken English. Okay? So when you play jazz, you should sound how you sound when you speak. So an example, I want to say, I will go to the store, I will buy eggs and steak and bread. Now, let's make a list. If I say eggs and steak and bread and juice, and it sounds very strange, right? But if I make the and short and fast, I will go to the store, I will buy eggs and cheese and toast and bread. It's like jazz, okay? Anyway, I should have said that earlier. Shogunai ne. Anyway, let's continue. I love going to concerts where we can dance and have a good time. I is a pronoun, so strong or weak. Love is a verb. Going is, it's actually a gerund, but it's a noun. To is soft. Concerts strong, kind of weak, strong, weak, strong, or kind of strong, because have is a auxiliary verb. Is weak, good, adjective, and time, noun. Strong. I love going to concerts where we can dance and have a good time, and have a good time. Da 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 da. Usually, I buy new pens from the newspaper stand on the corner. Okay? Usually, okay, is an adverb. I think you understand. So is strong, kind of strong, weak, strong, weak, strong. Usually, I buy new pens, everything's strong, from the newspaper stand, from the newspaper stand on the corner. Okay? All right. I guess this is a short one. Good luck. As always, I will save this so you can take a screenshot. Thank you very much. Take care.